Today, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's a special Friday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints taking on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season, winners of 8 of their last 10. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Vikings ready to go to work, led out by their quarterback in his 3rd year wearing purple, 9th year overall in the NFL, a Pro Bowler in Kirk Cousins.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I wasn't having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 24 carries, 132 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty. But it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
On 3rd down, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints trot onto the field behind the veteran right arm of Drew Brees, a former Purdue Boilermaker who entered the league back in 2001.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But He did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss, and despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 11 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play, and I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams, because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
The throw from Brees into the hands of Smith. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Brees' throw on target to Cook, and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Brees now on first down. Over the middle to Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Brees. That'll be complete to Cook. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The end result, 21 yards. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Now Brees. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. From the gun, it's Brees. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 16th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A give to Cook out of the gun. The Vikings and Saints, you might recall, they battled in the wild card round a season ago, and it was the guys in purple who came in and pulled off the upset, with Kirk Cousins finding Kyle Rudolph in the end zone in overtime to sew up a 26-20 win. And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Cousins throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the end around, here comes Smith. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. 2nd and 5 now. Brees. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Cousins on first down.
It quickly to Thielen here.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And Kamara with a call on first down as he works his way forward for a gain of about 6.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll roll him out right. And going deep for Hill. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Brees to throw for it on 4th. Got a man. He finds Sanders. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Again, they'll throw with Brees. Sanders has it over the middle. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now Brees again, eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. A final shot before half for Brees. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, it held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it was the right arm of Drew Brees that led the way in the first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And here's Lewis.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see it.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Let's get him. Come on.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Brees. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Big play. Big play.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brees now. Flush to his right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A good running there by Kamara on first down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Working from the gun, it's Brees. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. And that's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again here, the Saints and Drew Brees march out there again on offense. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brees. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Brees. Escaping the pressure right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. He's at the 50. The 30. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Cook. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Again, it's Kamara. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. To throw, it's Brees. And that is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Now here's a throw that's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. They were looking for Johnson that time, And that'll bring up second down. Cousins again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but now it'll be third down. Again, it's Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down. From the red zone now, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Boy, Dalvin Cook just so explosive in the open field. He's not a small guy either, but once he gets those legs churning, look out.
And this is back to a 5-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. Oh, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
So Kirk Cousins in the offense. Down by 5, a little under 30 seconds remaining. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. One last shot now for Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Saints, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.